For decades beneath the tranquil rivers of America, a silent invasion has been underway. Invasive wild carp, once introduced to the United States for aquaculture purposes, now pose a serious threat to North American river ecosystems. The question is no longer about the level of danger, but whether people have time to act. Let's explore the journey of harvesting tens of thousands of invasive carp on American rivers below. In the United States, the term invasive carp refers not to a single species, but to an entire group of carp originating from Asia, including silver carp, bighead carp, grass carp, and black carp. They were introduced to the United States in the 1970s with the goal of controlling algae cleaning ponds and lakes and improving water quality in aquaculture systems. However, when major floods occur and the pond farming system is disrupted, these fish escape into the natural environment and quickly adapt to large rivers. Invasive carp act like a relentless biological machine. They grow rapidly, reach enormous sizes, and are capable of reproducing in massive numbers, with a single adult female laying hundreds of thousands of eggs in a single breeding season. When the net was pulled up, the water seemed churned violently with thousands of sing and crashing against the sides of the boat, creating a chaotic yet powerful spectacle. Each net haul can weigh up to tens of tons, forcing fishermen to work continuously under strenuous physical conditions and leaving no room for error. Even a small mistake can cause the net to tear and the entire school of fish to escape, wiping out the fruits of many hours of labor. Their main food source is plankton. When carp dominate this food source, native fish species lose their opportunity to grow young fish, cannot develop, and the entire ecosystem gradually becomes unbalanced. Without human intervention, within just a few years, a river could be almost completely dominated by this invasive fish species. Invasive carp are not easy to catch, as they are strong, quick reacting, and often move in large schools. American fishermen must use large seine nets combined with sonar systems to accurately determine the location and density of fish schools. When a school of fish is detected, the net is dropped to surround it, forming a closed circle underwater. After catching, the real race against time begins, as the quality of the fish meat depends directly on the speed of processing. Carp must be chilled almost immediately to maintain freshness and meat texture. Contrary to long-held beliefs, Invasive carp have white, low-fat, and firm flesh, and if prepared correctly, they can be considered one of the world's best-tasting fish. For many years, Americans consumed almost no carp because they considered it to have a muddy smell and be of low quality. But science and practice have completely changed that perception. When fish are caught from a river with a strong current quickly cleaned and processed using modern techniques, the carp meat no longer smells muddy, is not fishy, and has high nutritional value. At riverside processing plants, carp are sorted as soon as they arrive at the dock with larger fish, filleted smaller fish, ground into surimi, and byproducts utilized to the fullest extent to avoid waste. The fish bones are carefully separated. The meat is subjected to strict temperature control, and the entire process adheres to stringent U.S. food safety standards. From here, the invasive carp begins its new journey in the global food supply chain. Today, invasive carp is exported to many markets around the world, including Asia, Europe, and the Middle East, and appears in various forms such as frozen fillets, fish cakes, fried dishes, or steamed dishes. From a fish species once despised and considered a threat, carp has gradually become a sustainable food source, helping to reduce pressure on wild fish species that are being overexploited. No one believes that invasive carp can be completely eradicated from American rivers, but controlling their numbers is entirely possible. The story of the invasive carp is not just a story of America, but a global lesson showing how small human decisions can create unpredictable long-term consequences. If you follow this story to the end, ask yourself whether the invasive carp is a threat to be eradicated or a missed opportunity. And thank you for joining us on this journey along America's rivers.